excited to do this. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. So it's Monday, it's actually Memorial Day, and I'm getting ready to head out to run a few errands. I need to go to the grocery store just to get a few items for the week, and then also go to Home Goods to do a return. And then once I get back, I did want to do everything for like my monthly reset. So I wanted to do like my meal planning for the month, reset my habit tracker, and then I also wanted to set up my prayer board because y'all, that's been on my to-do list for quite some time now, so I really want to finalize that before the new month gets here. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing once I get back home. The first thing that I need to do is go back to Home Goods because y'all, I call myself, I thought I found the perfect art to go like behind the desk, and y'all let me show y'all. I don't even know how I didn't realize that it was way too big. Mind you, I got the art for this wall right here, right? Y'all, this is the art. It was a set of 2, which was perfect, but do y'all see how big this is? Like, let me show y'all just how big, because you probably can't tell unless I put it up here. Hold on. I don't know what I was thinking, but look how big. Even when I tried to like scoot this over, it doesn't even fit. I don't think I showed you guys, but I did end up getting another storage cabinet, and even like with one is way longer than, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I need to take that back. But I thought it would have been perfect because it's like all the tones of the room, but way too big. It would have been perfect if this was just like one photo, but not square, more so like, you know, rectangle. So yeah, I need to take these back. So yeah, y'all, I'm getting ready to head out, so I will see you guys in a minute. All right guys, so I'm finally back home, and I think I'm going to eat first before I get into my monthly reset stuff. And I also need to straighten up because y'all, I still haven't put the decoration stuff up from Mother's Day weekend. So yeah, I need to do that, but I'm gonna eat first because I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything all day. All right y'all, so I'm back, and I just wanted to quickly show y'all, I didn't find like another picture, but I did find something to hang on the door. Y'all, I had my Christmas wreath up. It's embarrassing for so long, but I just got this one for like spring and summer. Thought this was cute. Everything up for the prayer board. So I kind of started, and so I have everything laid out. Went ahead and cleared the desk off so that I can have enough room to do everything. So this is the cork board. So I actually got this from Amazon. So they come in squares like this, and then once I put it on the wall, they have like little adhesive things, these little squares right here. So it actually came with a whole bunch, and I could basically make the board however big I want. So I just did 4 because I felt like that would be the perfect size, because the envelopes for it are really small. And then right here I just have the different scriptures that I wanted to put on the board. I have like Matthew 6:34, Philippians 4:6, Jeremiah 29:11, Mark 11:24. And I have a picture that says like, trust the process. And right here is God's plan is greater than my plan. And then I also have just like some printouts of inspo pic or just like peaceful pictures. So that one, I chose that one because it just looks peaceful with the sky. So just wanted to sit down to talk because y'all, I'm so excited. So excited to do this, but I did want to sit down to tell you guys like how it goes. So I have these, so I have these little small envelopes, and then I also cut like the note cards so that I can be able to, when I say my prayers, I can be able to place them in these little envelopes. And then the categories that I'm doing is family and friends, health and healing, personal growth, my future, career and finances, Thanksgiving, and answer prayers. So the answer prayers is going to be in the middle. So I think right now what I'm gonna do is like lay everything out, and then at the end, once I secure everything on here, that's when I'll stick it on the wall. And I'm gonna do it on that wall where I have like the walking pad. I think I should bring you guys, let me bring you guys around. Well, first I actually need to like cut out all the little small ones, so I'm gonna do that first. So let me show you, because this is the other one that I have, and this just has like more scriptures, and then it has like faith over fear, and then a picture of like Bible study and more scriptures. God guides my steps. So the prayer board is finished. Absolutely love the way that it came out. I do still have a few more pictures to print, just to fill in a few empty spaces like down there, and then I want to get some more of the like mini quotes that I have and just fill it in a few more spots. But overall I think it turned out great. But just to kind of give you guys an overview now that everything is up, like I said, I had 6 different categories, so I'm gonna start at the top and then just work my way down. So the scripture that I chose as like the main focus for the board was Philippians 4:6, and that is, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving present your request to God. I just felt like that was perfect for the board. And then right underneath that I chose Matthew 6:33. Those were the 2 kind of like main scriptures, and then of course I have other scriptures like throughout the whole board. On the left side is Philippians 4:6. I have that kind of, I think, in 3 places, so right there and at the bottom, just because I want that to be like the main scripture, and kind of just helps me like remember to not be anxious. So whenever I'm feeling like overwhelmed, stressed, that'll be like the key scripture that I go to. And then the next picture is just a picture of like Bible study, and it's Ephesians and James that they are focusing on. So that was just like an inspo pic. And then in the middle is going to be the answer prayers envelope. So as I'm praying, once the prayers are answered, I'll take them out of whichever envelope they're in and place them in the answer prayers one. And then right here is just another like inspo pic, and it just says pray through. And I got all of these from Pinterest, and then some of them I made, like the ones at the top, I made those on Canva, but the ones that has like these cute little backgrounds, I got them from Pinterest. And then right here is Mark 11:24, and that is, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. And then I'm just gonna work my way back over here. So this was like another inspo pic of just like perfect peace is what I was thinking of. And then in the middle is the personal growth envelope. And then right below that is God's plan is greater than my plan. I just thought that that was perfect for this section of the board. And then right at the top is one of my favorite scriptures, is Jeremiah 29:11. And that is, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. And then right underneath there is Matthew 6:34. And I think, do I have that? Oh, I thought I had that already on here, but no, this is the only one. So this one is, therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. So yeah, I thought that scripture was perfect, especially just to remind me to stop worrying, give it to God. So right below that is the career and finances envelope. And then that picture just says trust the process. And then also my future. And I just had this like inspo pic of a house, and I was going to put some more that's kind of like personal. This one, that one, and I have a few more. I just have to print them out and make them smaller that were more so like personal pictures and not scriptures. So yeah, I'll probably put one right there. And then over here I have the family and friends, Thanksgiving, and health and healing envelopes. And right here, like I said, it's just a picture of friends. And over here I have Proverbs 3:5, and that is trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. And then this picture is faith over fear. And then in the middle it just said God guides my steps. And then down below here, I think this one, oh yeah, I have this same one. So some of them, like I said, the ones that I really want to focus on, I have like duplicates. I may get a few different ones. So yeah, this is the board. And just to like show you guys, so once I fill them out, I'll just go ahead and put them in there like that. Oh, I'm so excited, y'all. So that's how they fit perfect, and I can just take them out. Yep, so that is the board. All right guys, so the prayer board is finally done. So the next thing that I want to share with you guys is my meal planner. So I started doing monthly planning instead of the weekly, and I love it so much better. I'm just gonna show you guys what I did. So I actually used Notion, and I used one of their templates but just like added some extra stuff to it. This is how my Notion looks. So as you guys can see, we're in a healthy lifestyle. So I have it already set up for June. So it's gonna start on 6/2, since June 1st is actually a Sunday, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, so June 1st is a Sunday, so I have it starting that Monday. So I'm just gonna go over everything with you guys. I'm so excited to share this with y'all. So over here to the left, as you guys can see, under like the go-to, it has the monthly meal plan. So it's for each week. Once I click on each one, it'll scroll down to it, which I love. And then right here it has the meal ideas. So if you scroll down there, I have like a grocery shopping list there, and then also meal ideas for breakfast, snack, lunch, and dinner. And then anything that has like the underline, like this one, means that it has like a recipe attached to it. So if I click that one, it'll go to the recipe. I have it for breakfast, snack, lunch, and dinner, and then it's also set for Monday through Sunday. So for the most part, I kind of just like rotate everything. So as you guys can see, I have like overnight oats, oatmeal and fruit, avocado toast, and then anything that takes like longer for breakfast, I have that like for the weekend. So like chickpea omelet and oatmeal, I have that for Saturday and Sunday. Then for snacks, apple and almond butter, yogurt bowl, smoothie, and then lunch and dinner, I have like veggie wraps, taco bowls, and then again, everything that's kind of underlined, you'll see it has a link to it of different recipes. So it's linked to like YouTube for this one. This one is just like a online recipe, like a blog, I think. And then I can also, if I wanted to, maybe like switch up, I wanted this to be the second week instead of the first week, I could drag this whole thing down to this one, but I'm not. Also, if I wanted this like the dinner food to be lunch instead, I could move that up and just like change it in here. But I like how I want to keep it like that, so I'm just gonna drag it back down. And then I also want to show you guys, so I have this on my phone. So say if I'm going to the grocery store, when I click on each week, it goes to the grocery shopping list. So I'll create whatever groceries I need based on that week or month of meals, and usually I do it by week. So whatever I need for that week of meals, I'll just create it and then it'll check it off. So I just have it separated by fruits and vegetables, dairy, and then bread. So I'm just gonna go back, and it's like that for each one. So if I click there, it'll just take me to the grocery list. That is the meal planning. And then I also want to show you guys, so I created like different routines. I'm gonna click over here to daily routines. So I was watching, I forgot, it was a few videos like at the beginning of the year. People were suggesting like having multiple routines instead of trying to stick to one routine, and I really love that idea, and it just made so much sense because you don't always have like a lot of energy to do like a productive routine every single day. So I created 5 different ones. So I have the everyday morning routine, the productive morning routine, lazy morning routine, is just basically like getting up. For the most part, everything just has like time to do like a daily devotional, and then working out, evening routine, and then my weekend reset. So I'm just gonna show you guys, kind of go over a few. So like for my everyday morning routine, I have this set for Monday through Sunday. So you'll see like the days at the top, and then it has the agenda items, and then I can check it off. So for my everyday routine, it is set to start at 6 a.m. So I wake up early, drink water, do my morning hygiene, morning devotional and prayer. I only have 15 minutes of cardio in the morning. Shower, get dressed, breakfast, and then journal on top 3. Then at the bottom it just says like, what are you grateful for today? And this was already in the template, so I just left it there because I liked it. And as I complete each task, I can, you know, mark it as done. For the productive morning routine, as you guys can see the picture, you can see that I'm way more active by the picture. So I have this for 5 days out of the week, and with this one I'm actually waking up at 5 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. So I have it set for 45 minutes between working out and showering and get dressed, but I'm actually gonna make this an hour, since for working out, this could be like walking too. That's that. And then the lazy morning routine, as you guys can see, it's only what, 4 things on there. So wake up early, drink water, morning devotional and prayer, shower and get dressed. And then evening routine, I have this set for Monday through Friday. So I have things like brushing my teeth, doing skincare, read 10 pages, journal, and go to bed by 9. And then down here it just has what do you want to achieve tomorrow. And then for my weekend reset, I have that for Friday through Sunday. And I have like my grocery restock, laundry, meal prep, plan week, budget tracker, tidy up, or deep clean. And then also have like when I'll do these things during the day or after work. So those are the routines. I think I need to go in and edit some of these for like the shower time, because I may need like an hour instead of, I think it only has like 45 minutes, but it's also getting dressed too. So I'll go in and do that afterwards. But yeah, let me stop recording. So yeah, y'all, that is everything. I think I'm off to a good start, and I'll go and update anything that I need to edit, because we still have a whole week. The first is not until Sunday. My main goals for this month is really just like getting back into a routine, getting back into like my walking, doing my intermittent fasting. I actually started doing it 2 weeks ago, so that I'm not starting from scratch on June 1st. I wanted to kind of already be in the habit of doing everything. So I've been walking like an hour a day. I usually would do that at lunchtime, and then over the weekend is when I'll wake up really early to do it before I get my day started. And then I also been doing my intermittent fasting. So I've been doing the 16-8 method, and I've talked about that before. So it's where I would fast for 16 hours and then have an 8-hour window for eating. So I usually don't eat until 12 o'clock as far as like my first meal. So yeah, and now that I'm thinking about it, oh, it's 9 o'clock. I also need to like prepare for the work day. So what I like to do, all of my work related stuff, I put it away for the weekend because I don't like seeing it, because I use this for like my personal stuff as well. So I put everything up, and then on a Sunday before I get ready to go into a new work week, I'll bring everything out, set it all up so that I'm good to go Monday morning. So that's what I'm about to do, and I think I'm going to end the vlog off here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.